Good afternoon, CFM. It's Coach Matt with our Friday workout. We're gonna do some pressing tempo work and then a fun little Flex Friday finisher for today. So let's begin 2 minutes of warm-up pace cardio and then 2 rounds through some big arm circles, then some burpees, and then some PVC pass-throughs. All right, so keep those elbows straight and try to shrug that bar behind your body. It should be a good stretch in the shoulders, and there should not be any like pinching or bad pain when you do this. And if there is, then let's find a different shoulder stretch to do for you, or don't go quite as far. I'd also like to get some somersaults in today, whether you do those forward, reverse, or just a log roll, or a handstand, or a cartwheel. Do something to get your body upside down, feel a little bit of dizziness and some topsy-turvy action, all right, for your brain, okay? And then I wanna practice some of the movements for the workout. So push press, specifically the pause push press, which is what our strength movement is for today. So we take the bar out of the rack, take a big step back. We're dipping down, just a quarter squat. It should be a vertical dip. My feet should stay flat and my knees should track outward over my toes. I'm just pausing for 2 seconds there and then drive and press, okay? So dip and pause, 1,000, 2,000, drive and press. Reset, dip and pause, 1,000, 2,000, drive and reset. Okay, so again, a lot of times when we pause, the purpose is to remove the elastic component, the free stored energy in our joints and our muscles, right? And we're also taking time to sit in that perfect vertical dip position. So one of the normal and very common errors that we see with the push press is a lean forward and then a lean back, right? As opposed to a vertical dip and a vertical drive, which is what is desired for the push press. So take your time on that, assess where are my shoulders relative to my hips when I dip. If they are forward of my hips, then I need to balance that out by rocking my hips forward and setting my shoulders back so that my back is totally vertical. Another good way to do that is by putting your back to the wall and just sliding up and down the wall, because the wall is a nice vertical check for you when you're doing the dip and the drive of the push press. Also applies to the push jerk, okay? All right, and that's our strength movement for today. So it's 4 sets of 5 reps of the pause push press, somewhere in the 60 to 75% of your shoulder press 1 rep max, but that's gonna be a very fluid target. So some people will be really good at this and that's not gonna be enough weight for them. Others might have to scale it down a little bit in order to maintain the good position and get all 5 reps done. So you feel that out and do an appropriate challenge that does not cause failure, but gets you enough of a stimulus that you can feel that the fatigue in your legs from holding the dip position, and then a good shoulder and arm exercise when you get to the top of that push press. And then our superset for this is a ring row static hold. So we're gonna hold the top position of the ring row. So I'm gonna sit back, arms straight. I'm gonna pull myself up until the palms of my hand touch my rib cage, and I'm holding this tension position for 10 seconds, then down, relax, and do it again. A second set of 10 seconds in that top position. So make sure that you're not standing, right? You wanna have a lean on your body, right? And how far you lean determines how hard that is. So if I keep walking back, it gets easier and easier up to the point where I'm not really holding any weight. But if I walk too far backward like that, or too far forward, then I can't even get my body up to my hands, right? So find that perfect position by walking your feet back and forth until you get an appropriate level of difficulty to where my arms are trembling with exertion from holding that top position for 10 seconds, okay? And we'll do that for all 4 rounds of the strength movement. When you finish that, we don't need the bar anymore. All you need is a pair of dumbbells and whatever ab exercise you wanna do today. So the intent of this next set is to do it all with the same pair of dumbbells, and that it is relatively challenging and you're feeling a lot of fatigue and you're getting a lot of reps in, right? So I'm gonna start seated on my bench with the dumbbells at my shoulders, and I'm doing 8 reps per arm of an alternating arm shoulder press with the dumbbells. When I finish that, hands to the side, and I'm doing 16 reps of a seated dumbbell curl. Then I'm gonna do set 1 dumbbell down, and again 16 reps, and now it's an overhead tricep extension. Then pick that dumbbell back up, and we're doing 8 reps of a chest fly. So that's reaching those arms out and then back together. On the chest fly, my elbows do remain bent, but not significantly bent. So I don't want it to be like this, tiny range of motion. I want it to be as big of a range of motion, like you're giving somebody a giant hug, right? And when you're done with those chest flies, then you stay put and you go immediately into as many reps of a dumbbell bench press as you can. So get 40, get 50. I don't know how many reps you're gonna get, but get as many as you can until you can't push those dumbbells up anymore, and then set them on the ground, okay? Do try, I know you're gonna hit failure on the dumbbell bench press, but try not to like ditch the dumbbells and drop them and let them roll all over the place. Try to relatively control them on the way down when you do that, all right? Rest a little bit and then do it again. Rest a little bit, do it again. 3 to 4 rounds would be fine for that complex, all right? But it should go relatively quick. Everything should be back to back to back, and you should build up a lot of fatigue in the arms, shoulders, and chest when you do it, okay? That's it for today. Hope you guys had a great one, and I'll see you on Saturday.